showtime.
Only slabs.
Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob in front of the Great Wall of Comics. It's Saturday, and that means it's time for Only Slabs. We can't have Only Slabs without a co-host, although Chris sure as hell tried because he called in sick or something at the last minute. I don't know, underage comics, again, crossing the border, some kind of weird kinky stuff, I'm sure. Whatever he's into, that's okay. We love him anyways, but we had to get a replacement. And our guest this week, of course, is Mr. Brian LCS, who's a Spider-Man guy. So who could replace Chris?
This guy.
That's right. Another man from a different part of the Commonwealth. Matt Spidey, welcome to the show. Thank you for being willing to overlook your prejudice against slabs to join a show that's all about slabs.
And I gather my jersey got lost in the mail.
Yeah, you have to co-host more than just once.
Oh, damn it.
But speaking of which, I did say already say who our guest is. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Comic Book Community Awards, Mr. Brian LCS. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm wondering if maybe a Walmart box fell off a truck somewhere, and that's where Chris is.
Oh, it could be, or maybe there was a special sale on Walmart books,
Packs,
and
yeah.
who knows? But hey, everybody, we do want to. I'm going to throw this up here first. Let's go ahead and say, everybody, if you want to get your hashtag early birds in, we'll do a quick early bird prize. But while we're doing that, let's say hello to the
Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play?
Well, I most certainly hope so. First in, though, is S. Vaughn 82. Much love and greetings from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Happy Saturday, everybody, from Les Crucius, PSN Grain Hulksters here. Unruly Simeon, how you doing? Mr. Brian LCS is here. He's wondering who today's guest is. He's going to be surprised. Kenneth Bird, hello, everybody. Trev the Shipping Guru, it is slabbing time. What's up? We don't know what Chris is doing, but that's okay. Yeah, put that in early. The CBCA Godfather. There you go. I know they're still having that Godfather argument back and forth with you and Gary B, aren't they?
Yeah, we've met. We've worked it out.
Excellent. Well, Boar, how you doing? It was a problem between the New York and New Jersey families. You guys are gonna no. Go ahead.
Oh no, actually, we're both New York families.
Oh, okay. There you are. Well, he's a New Jersey hockey fan, so.
Oh yeah.
Jean Malo, how you doing? Izzyverse NYC. The NYC is for cosmetic reasons. We've determined he doesn't really live in New York City because there's no rats where he lives. No. But that's okay. We love him anyways, even if he can't change a tire. See, the inside jokes. If people know, they know. If you don't, well, what are you going to do? Collecting with Durs, how you doing? You had to work on today, unfortunately. We're very sorry to hear that, man. Working on a Saturday stinks, but it is what it is sometimes. Let's see who else we got here. Madam, how you doing, madam? Happy to have you join us today. Shop for Comics is here. Excellent. Brian, give us a slabtastic day. Let's see who else we got coming in here, checking in. Let's cruise everybody. Same. Lone Eagles here, everybody. Austin LeMay. Hey, gang. Of course, Austin LeMay, he's got that great cover work for that Salve that's been released from the exclusive cover from the Illuminati group. I think they're just about sold out on those, but fabulous covers. Let's see here. Oh, hey, look at that, ladies and gentlemen, from the Spiral Dimension, Dr. Von Hoot. How you doing? He's actually going to be next week's guest on nice. Only Slabs. Let's see here. Scrolling through, want to make sure I don't miss anybody here.
Hopefully the Wi-Fi holds up in the Spiral Dimension.
Exactly. How you doing there, Dead Man? Happy to have you, Mr. Comics 89. Guy, his 1,000 subscriber giveaway about to go. You know, a big key for his 1,000 subscriber giveaway, Mr. 89 there. Let's see, Charmaine Deacon. Hello. the frenzy one, my wife. Mad Spidey needs a jersey. It should have the logo upside down.
Here comes the comments already.
And it's nice that my wife's going to start it off for us. Let's see. Cat Fan Comics Man, hello and thank you. Let's see. The early birds comments are rolling in here. Let's see if we're catching anybody here. Flash Ray Videos, good morning. Thank you. The real James Willie, not the fake James Willie. Cliff on Comics, good morning. Thank you for joining us today. If I hum it, does it count? Couching and slashing with C Bizzle. Climbs into the window. Wow.
What have you been doing?
Hope the neighbors don't see you. Manny the Hobgoblin. Yes, thank you. You know, we're going to take that down now. Oops. Don't. So that way, the early bird time is over. If we'll do the spin in a second here, but I don't want the anybody else who's joining at this point to get in on the early bird stuff. They're already 5 minutes late. Let's see here. We got. Am I missing anybody here? Oh, look at that dead man dropping a sold a book on eBay. So Sharon, well, thank you very much, sir. We greatly appreciate that. Of course, all these super chats go to Comics Curing Cancer. So dead man, this one's for you. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Comics by the Bay is here, everybody. He's here for you guys to get the hashtag late bird. And it looks like, oh, Matt268. Happy Saturday, indeed. All right. I think that we got everybody. If I missed anybody, I deeply apologize. So let me go ahead and put this back up again real quick, and we'll spin it and see who gets our very first. Boom. Our winner.
Wheel of
first
fish.
Thank you. We'll do that one actually in the middle one, but it's all right. Look at that. Matt slides in here, gets at Comics by the Bay. Congratulations, sir. All right. So,
watch your back, Rob.
Thank you. All right, Spidey. Let's 6 books we're gonna pull for Mr. Matt.
All right.
What do you want to do?
In let's say we'll go CJ way and we'll go back to front because I know how much he loves back to front.
Phenomenal.
And we will go stop right there, either side of your finger.
Excellent. Oh, sure.
Go back to front again and stop. Either side of your finger there. And stop. Either side of your finger there as well. Hopefully I get you something good there, Matt.
All right, let's see here. I'll come to Izzy here in a second here. All right. Oh, look at that. Comics Bay just gifted a membership. Somebody needs a membership. First up, how about, oops, let me make myself big so everyone can see Matt's winnings. Matt gets himself Avengers Death of Mockingbird. Some nice foily embossed 90s goodness. I have some old checkerboard Action Comics.
Ooh.
There's a Super Caveman. Super Caveman. What? No. Avengers 145. Some 25-cent goodness.
Love that old school
PSN
Marvel.
Green Hulkster just gifted a membership. Legend of the Dark Knights 1.
It's a DC book, but it's a very nice cover.
Yeah. Ooh. About Hulk issue 2.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Little homage action. And we have Nightmare Country in Glass House, signed by James Tinian.
Ooh.
Very nice.
It must be. Is that from the Sandman universe? I can see.
Yeah, Sandman Universe, exactly.
Ah, nice.
Congratulations, Matt. We'll get those on out to you, sir. Meanwhile, we got to make sure that we get our thanks to Izzy, who says he can find a tire. By the way, find Josh and Chris. Oh man, that's probably a pretty good thought there.
I bet she gives great helmet.
Kiss me. No. Lord helmet, what? You're needed on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door. Knock next time.
I wasn't playing with my dolls.
That's right. Yeah, thank you
Oh.
guys very much. I appreciate all the super chats and get the gifted memberships for those of you guys helping get some people to experience the membership. It's a great segue to get into that, actually, to say, hey, don't forget, hit that like button. It helps us. All this channel membership here, fees and everything go to Comics Curing Cancer. You can become a channel member. It's just $2.99 a month. And all that goes to Comics Curing Cancer. This includes the super chats, the merchandise sales, super chats, everything. So let's go ahead and say hello to those channel members. The Comic Vet, Travis Vick, Six Face Comics, Son of Bruce, Stephen C, Actual Dracula, Jack B Comics, PSN Green Hulkster, Digger Jim 720, Blue Hellion Comics, Legion of Comics, Comic Ozzy, Flo Dameron, Beckerman, Dr. Von Hoots Comics from the Spiral Dimensions, DJ Links, Comics by the Bay, Sector 2815, The Real James Willie, Dale of Suspense, Circumstances, Gary B, the Casual Comic Guy, Shattered Glass Comic Reviews, The Comic Viking, Tate Prime, Chaos in Comics, Comic Journey, Marty Aleko, Justin Birch Letters, Trev the Shipping Guru, Collecting with Durs, Remy Q Studios, Matt268, Comic with Murdochs, Austin LeMay, Comic Man Andy, Mad Spidey, Cup of Comics, Burke Family 54 Comics, Switch Comics, Ben Parker Comics, Seth 11, Hulk Collector 82, Brian LCS, L Green Machine, Izzyverse NYC Comics, A Comic Bookworm, Chuck Hensey, John Malone, Lone Eagle, Comicverse, Cole's Comic Claims, Triple G Comics, Noggin Comics, Aggressively Relaxing, KBDM, Taylor Winder, Collectible Inc., Cali Comics, Wayne Deacon, Deadman, The Immortal Biggie Shack, Feltistic Comics. So thank you all those that was before the show started, and to our new members, thanks to those gifted memberships. We greatly appreciate all that. And of course, another fabulous super chat. Much appreciate. Cancer sucks. Just let my very sorry to hear that. Comics Curing Cancer event is coming up. Thank you very much, Wayne, for that super chat. Greatly appreciate it, sir. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the show here as we rock and roll. Mr. Brian LCS, welcome. Happy to have you with us.
Appreciate having me. Thanks for having me.
My layout has, there it is. There's my layout that I like. Okay, sorry, I had a custom layout made and all of a sudden I couldn't recognize it. There it is. So Brian, welcome to the show. Of course, fresh off, you get a little bit of a breather after having done some of the hard work, not all the hard work, for the Comic Book Community Awards.
Okay.
Of course, everybody make sure you follow today's guest on Instagram at Brian_LCS, YouTube at Brian LCS. Also, you can follow the Comic Community Awards themselves at Instagram at CBC Awards. Of course, you just closed nominations last week. Gone through. I saw this morning you posted a list of everybody who received a nomination. Congratulations to everyone. And now you've even added links to the page.
Yes.
Now, so people can go ahead and start checking out pages they haven't seen before. And in a couple of weeks, we're going to start the voting.
Yep. 25th, we'll announce, August 25th, we'll announce the finalist. And then the 26th finalist voting opens.
Phenomenally. Question for you. How did the CBC Awards get started?
It was really just an idea. I had been in another community that had a similar awards recognizing, that community. And when I started my YouTube channel, I quickly realized there was no awards within the community. And wanted to do something to recognize all of the, channels and creators within the community. So
Phenomenal. I remember when you came out with that as a band, you were a small channel at the time, and you said you're going to do this. I was like, this man's glutton for a punishment.
yeah. Didn't anticipate some of the feedback early on, but we're year 3 now, so we're moving along.
That's bravo to
I think
you.
my thoughts were, look at the balls on this guy.
Anyways, CBC Awards, great, phenomenal. Love what you're doing with that. Let's get into our show,
we're here today,
my
right?
show, right? And with that, Brian, what book are you going to kick us off with today?
So I'm going to kick you off with my only signed slab in my PC. Doctor Strange 381, signed CBCS 9.4, signed by Donnie Cates.
That's your only signed book?
Only signed. I'm not. For some reason, I'm just not a big signed book or slab guy. I just
No, I get it.
I mean, I certainly would love to have a Stan Lee signed book in the PC at some point, and John Romita Senior, some of the classics. But I'm just not my thing. But I do have one.
Cool, awesome. Who did the cover on that? Phil Tastic is asking.
That is Mike Del Mundo, I think, which is one of Phil's favorite artists.
Maybe that's why he's prompting the ask. Yeah. Very good. Very.
So the next book is it's kind of a community book. So ASM 37. This actually I received from Trev, the shipping guru, in a trade.
Okay.
But I think he won it, and so it's been kind of in the community and moved around.
I think he won it from me.
Okay. Yeah.
Or somehow, or somehow it came from. I think I submitted the book originally, and somehow it's made itself around. I don't remember if it was a giveaway or if it was something else. But I remember going away. But yeah, I mean, you're right, Cliff. It's a good looking book for 1.0. I think it. What was it? Does it have the notes on why it was a 1.0 or something? It has some notation.
Piece missing from the third page does not affect story, so it's considered incomplete.
Yeah, that's why it's the grade it is. Yeah.
But I mean, the cover presents well, and issue 37. It is the lowest ASM
slab
book I have in my PC. So
yeah, and that's the first appearance of Norman Osborn, or what does it say?
First. Yeah, first full appearance of Norman Osborn, first appearance of Robot Master.
Yeah.
And a robot cover.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We find that happens a bit too with certain books. They tend to make their way around the community a little bit.
But that's fine. I mean, that's all part of the thing, right? Sometimes you get things from giveaways or other ways that you acquire books, and they're not necessarily, maybe it's not the biggest deal for you or something, or maybe you upgrade at some point and so you do something else, and you pass around, they find homes and they stay there for a while, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, exactly right.
That was the trade I did with Trev. He had some Spider-Man books that he doesn't collect Spider-Man. I had some books that he was looking for, so we worked out a trade.
Nice.
So this may be the only PGX slab I'm going to show you today. Amazing Spider-Man #1. So this is volume
5.
5? Yes.
I was going to say, don't even try.
It's the Nick. I know it's the Nick Spencer run, because I think that book originally originated from me as well.
Yeah, I think this may have been a prize win from Comics Curing Cancer last year, C3. So.
Right.
But a Del Otto cover, just a great
Super
cover.
nice Del Otto cover.
Yeah, I actually went out and replaced it with another one that ended up getting signed by Del Otto.
Yep. So happy to have that in the PC.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful book, even if it is a Nick Spencer book.
Yeah, no, the cover's great. Del Otto does some great cover work.
nice deflection there.
Now, this next slab is a book I recently acquired. I haven't shown it in any video. It was kind of a book I've been wanting to pick up, and I figured, well, why not better than to show it here for the first time.
Woo!
So Spectacular Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man #1 in a 9.4. So just, first series. This is from 76.
Yes.
Sal Buscema and John Romita cover.
Yeah,
So-
and it's great. I mean, Tarantula. Chris and I both love the Tarantula. I think he's underutilized, and then he's like, but this cover always confused me because like his first appearance in ASM is basically like the same pose lifted where they changed the background art, and instead of like attacking him on a water tower, he's
So yeah, so I picked up, and that book is relatively cheap. Obviously 9.8, but
Yeah.
9.6, 9.4. That was under $100.
yeah.
I paid maybe $85, $90 for that
Well,
slab.
look, he's picked up a high grade for like $30. Yeah.
Yeah, very, very, very inexpensive. So
Yeah, that's the funny thing is once you get away from Amazing Spider-Man,
oh yeah,
there's only a handful of books that are on the pricey side.
Yeah.
Next few we have are a couple really modern covers. So this
Okay.
is Marvel Voices Legacy #1, and this again is a Dell'Otto cover. Unknown. This is Unknown Comics,
Right.
Exclusive, but just another great Dell'Otto Spider-Man cover.
This is Miles Morales on the cover on this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. A lot of just taking a quick. Yeah, nothing real. There's a lot of business up here on the slab, but it's really more about the artwork and that it's an unknown exclusive.
No, that's exactly it. I mean, Dell'Otto did a great series of those like that.
Now the next one is ASM 799.
Oh my.
And this
Perillo
is
cover.
Perillo cover.
I've not seen this cover before. This is a much better one than the one he did with him holding the pumpkin bomb, where it looked like he had like 6 fingers and no thumb. This one is great cover. I love it.
This was a cover I saw. I bought it online, and somebody was, I had like a discount on it. I forget what I paid for it. It wasn't very expensive, but I saw the cover and just fell in love with the cover. Green Goblin, one of my favorite Spidey villains. So I had to grab that.
Yeah, the covers. I think they're Nightmares actually. Yeah, this is 799. So this is what he's doing when he was coming back. He was getting his Green Goblin persona was coming back, and then of course getting the Carnage symbiote as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So just a great cover. Just that was a cover buy for sure. And then now this is the current volume of ASM.
Yep.
So Amazing Spider-Man #1, the Zeb Wells, John Romita Jr. So this
Another
was
one of those
again
Layson variants.
Yep.
just one of those. Was able to modern book, basically able to pick it up for basically less than what it would be for me to pick up a book and get it slabbed myself. So figured for $40, why not?
Yeah, because this was just a variant cover release, and then there was also another one that was a Gleason store exclusive for this issue. That was I think a purple cover with the Green Goblin on it, and then issue 2 there was a Hobgoblin one.
Yeah, it was the orange cover and
yeah. So it was like I said, I was able to pick that up for less than, like I said, if I were to pick up that cover and then send it in myself. So
Oh, yeah, I mean,
yeah, and I have a couple other books in that same kind of.
yeah, that was great. I really loved this cover as this is the A cover. Was it A cover or is this the variant cover? I can't remember.
I think this is the A cover. I think.
Yeah, I believe this is the A cover.
Yeah, this was just a phenomenal A cover. That was just like as soon as you saw it, you're like, this needs to be slab. This is just because this is gonna that this is gonna be one. And I think I ended up picking up a couple of them.
Yeah, and like I said, I picked this up from eBay from a particular seller that sells a lot of modern CGC 9/8s, and like I said, again, this was like a $40 pickup. So I mean, I have this in a raw copy, but to send it in between postage, shipping, and costs for CGC, I just said I'll just go buy it off eBay for $40. So. And another
Cliff's going, yeah, it's the A cover. I just saw you talk about it this afternoon in an older video. Thank you, Cliff.
there you go. So again, this is the current volume. This was the John Romita Jr. A cover for the current run of ASM.
Right, with the leg that can wrap around corners.
Oh,
Yes. He's extending that leg a little bit. Yeah.
It's how it bends mid shin, I'll never know. But
yes.
Yeah.
We all know Spider-Man's like double jointed in every joint. So
yeah, I mean he's very flexible. So and another so this is really this and well, I'll just show it. It's the homage cover, right?
That's an homage.
Again,
To what book is that an homage to?
yeah.
I don't know. I know it's to a particular number of ASM. I don't know. Maybe if I look on the cover, maybe it could help me.
Is it like
yes,
300?
300.
I love that on this one. It's like they homaged it so much they lifted the background 300 on it, even though it's not issue 300.
Yeah, I know. I enjoyed
usually when they do that, they put like 001 or 007, whatever it is. And
this is a Tyler Kirkham cover. So again, very inexpensive slab to pick up. Like the cover.
McFarlane homage. I get sassy, not to any McFarlane homage, but to Spider-Man 1 and ASM 300s, because at this point in time, there's so many and they're so pervasive that I find them unimaginative, uninspired, and just derivative. And I understand they sell, and that's why people keep making them. But it's like there's so many, it's ridiculous. And McFarlane, when he came out with ASM 300, he then turned around and immediately repeated himself on 301. Spider-Man 1, he turned around and immediately repeated himself 6 issues later. I think it was on Spider-Man 7. So it's like he was the first to do it, and he'll do it himself. It's just, yeah. Oh, you agree with me? Okay, thank you. Then never mind. And rant now. Brian, what else you have?
Palette cleanser now.
We're talking about McFarlane. So this is a book that I had in my PC, a book I picked up from a comic shop in the 80s. And so when I first got back into collecting a couple of years ago, discovered CGC, and I said, oh, let me send this off. And, this is a book that's been in a long box for forever, and sent it in, didn't have it pressed or cleaned or anything like that, and got a 9.4. This is just a cover that I enjoy. McFarlane.
This is great. This is a great McFarlane cover. I like Spider-Man book like this where, look, I mean, here you got a cover where Spider-Man is in the forefront. He's in the middle of a battle, but at the same time, it's not too distracted from what's going on, and this is just a phenomenal.
Yeah,
cover.
Doc Ock, one of my other favorite Spidey villains. So.
Yeah, it's like a POV. It's a POV. You're Doc Ock. You're attacking Spider-Man. Here you go.
Yeah.
Good thing.
And the custom label too.
Nice.
Custom Spidey label.
And Marvel Tales was a good, cheap way sometimes to pick up or just to read stories, because a lot of it was just reprinted stories. If you couldn't afford those big keys, no facsimiles at the time, Marvel Tales was a good way to read old stories.
And there's a run of Marvel Tales. I forget how many issues, but McFarlane covers, and they're all really, really good. So this was a community win. This actually came from the Spiral Dimension, actually. So Deceased #1, little Joker cover.
That's extremely creepy.
So I figured I'd throw it in to break up some of the Spider-Man books. So and keep Trev happy for DC.
Trev says, "Woo."
Yeah.
But that's about the halfway point, Rob. So
Well, phenomenal. We're making amazing time. Let me go ahead and bring up the window here. Then we'll go ahead and do our next giveaway. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Brian. So what else could it possibly be but hashtag CBC Awards? Let's go ahead and throw that in there, and we'll do our next giveaway. Brian, obviously the move is coming up, but what's coming up on your channel over the next week?
we're going to be doing 2 different live streams this week. Tuesday evening, we have a comic book community fantasy football league, and so we're picking our draft order for the fantasy football league. So if you like fantasy football and want to hang out with the community, come see us Tuesday night. I think we're 7 or 7:30 Eastern. And then Thursday night, we're doing Comic Book Community 411, and we have special guest Lady Fantastic. Caroline, going to sit down with Caroline and talk to her, ask some questions. So, and then every Saturday we have the Breakfast with Brian show at 10 a.m. Eastern.
Indubitably awesome. Shit. Continues to be a disappointment.
I'll give you a little bit of a preview for the Comic Book Community Awards and the finalists, because I've looked at the data, and so we have 26 categories. We have 5 finalists per category. You have 130 potential finalists. I looked at the numbers today. I think there's well over 100 unique channels that were nominated. So it's a good mix. Some new channels, some channels that have been there before. So I think people will be happy with the finalist results, but I'm sure I'll find out very quickly.
Mute your DMs for maybe a week, and then go back to them.
That's right.
Yes, I turned notifications off on my phone for that. Yes.
Before we spin this, Spidey, how about you? What do you got? Anything coming up this week? Or in the shoot?
Well, I actually have a vintage and modern toy fair going on today, actually on Sunday, Aussie time, which I will be in attendance and probably do a video for. But it is like a giant size version, so it's actually being held at a venue hall sort of thing on a race course. So this is going to be interesting. But apparently there's something like 300 or 400 tables, whereas they usually have about 50 to 60 tables in their usual things. So hopefully I'll get some good footage for that. I will do all my other regular content, my statue reviews, my artist series, and a few other bits and pieces coming up in the works.
Excellent. Tyler plans on being angry at you no matter what.
I saw. That's fine.
But I think he sucks anyway. So
right.
Guys, although it's not down below, it will be later on. Make sure you give Mad Spidey a follow too, guys. Check out his content going on. If one of the mods could drop a link to Mad Spidey's channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and spin this and see who wins this, ladies and gentlemen. Wheel of Fish.
Dun, dun, dun.
Tick, 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 duck. Mad Spidey. Phenomenal.
Wait, we can enter?
Yes.
That's a hat trick.
Yeah.
That's 3 weeks in a row.
So I guess I need to pick these books, huh?
Yes, that's great. So I get a nice stack I'm going to be sending to Mad Spidey. All right, so cool. So let me go ahead and remove that, put myself up here, and make myself big for this. And all right, Brian, number from the front, number from the back, or some back and forth action.
You do take book number 2 from the back and 2 from the front. Start there, and then we'll do some back to front action.
All right.
Stop. Yeah, why don't we do the two books there? And stop. We can do the 2 there. Is that
all right? That's 6.
6. All right.
Was that 6 or was that 7? Nope, that's 6. All right. I do love that back to front action. All right. Did he ship them yet? No. Actually, I've been holding on to Mad Spidey's. We build it up, then we ship them several in a row. He's in no rush. All right, let's see what you get here. Amazing Spider-Man Daily Bugle #1.
That's the way to do it. See what happens when Chris is not here. I get the good books.
You get DC 52, week #9.
That's all right. I can add that to the giveaway pile.
You get, hold on, ladies and gentlemen,
Well,
giant size special Captain Marvel #1.
nice.
Nice cover.
Nice.
So this is, I believe this is first appearance as Spectrum.
Oh, she's gone through that many names.
Red Goblin #1.
Ooh, I like that cover. Very nice.
Birds of Prey headshots.
Cool.
And giant size Spider-Man and the Master of Kung Fu.
Oh, now that's what I'm talking about. Some Bronze Age Spidey goodness.
Very nice.
So there you are. Congratulations, sir. You got a couple good books in there, I think.
Yes, definitely a lot in my wheelhouse right there.
So let's go ahead and label these Mad Spidey. All right, put those over there. We'll add them to your pile, and that's phenomenal. So, Brian, welcome back to the big screen.
Since Tyler's mad at me already, I'll just
Yes, yes. Hold on,
take that.
hold on.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Totally approved.
And that's probably one of the ones that got sent to him, to you, and to me on one of my wins.
What's real good with those is actually is you put them in an envelope and you mail them to him, so that way he has puzzles to put together later.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I will do that.
Ooh, you remember this book?
I remember this book too.
Yeah,
so
this was a fun. These are fun books. These die cut.
yeah.
The 90s was all good, full of that goodness. It really was. What does it say on the right side of that label there, Brian?
It is partial origin of Wolverine retold and Nick Fury and Shield appearance and die cut cover. So yeah, just a fun little gimmicky cover to have in the PC. So just trying to break up.
Tyler tells us no, which is a great segue to the Empire Strikes Back. Although,
yeah. So this was the movie poster variant cover for Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary. Just big Star Wars fan. So
yeah. Which now this is. Oh yeah, this was just like a special, right?
yeah, just like an anniversary cover. Empire Strikes Back, the 40th anniversary cover, #1.
I'm trying to remember what was inside this book because it's not a regular comic. It's just like I think it's just it was a bunch of stuff from. God. Now I want to know. Crack it open. Let's find out. Hey, man, Spidey, can you help us out?
Send it over to me. I'll fix that up for you.
Masterful segue.
Now we're gonna get back into some Spidey stuff.
Ooh.
Venom. This is another Del Otto cover.
I was you're really loving your Del Otto covers.
Yeah, I like Del Otto.
If only the guy wasn't a modern master.
So this is the current run, volume Venom #1. Gabriel Del Otto. Just trying to see nothing. No first appearance or anything in this cover, but a good looking cover.
Yeah. Joffrey, I thank you for hitting that hashtag there. If you're just now hitting it, you might be a little bit behind us on the playback because we've given that giveaway away. Of course, if you're behind us on the feedback on the me telling you that now isn't going to be any good help to you because you won't get that message.
Give it another 10 minutes and then you'll get the message.
Yes.
K-pop, hello, how are you?
Hey, Katie.
There you go. There's some nice old early
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
ASM 80. Now this is a birthday book. This was month and year of my birthday, so it was a book I had just picked up. No, I don't think there's any nothing out of the ordinary. Just a birthday book,
Right?
But, sub 100 Spider-Man.
book. And with those, and what's fun is for every one of those early books that's like super expensive, there are actually quite a few that you can get in this higher mid grade for $100 or not without breaking the bank.
Right. Yeah, I think this was certainly under $100 for this book. So yeah, glad to have that in the PC.
Yeah, it is great cover. Absolutely agree. Shop.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go.
Hello, nurse.
So actually, I think it says now. So ties with Amazing Spider-Man 252 for the first appearance of Black Costume.
Ties. It says now.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
And funnily enough, I actually do not own this book.
Yeah,
Surprisingly enough.
I don't think I do either. But even though it's ties, it's still not the book that people covet to the same degree.
Correct. Yeah, 252 still, but still a great cover. Not relatively inexpensive to pick up, and the Marvel team up. This series was a great series. I loved reading it because for me, I got Spider-Man, but then also got to learn about other characters or read other characters. So.
Yeah, C Bizzle says, explain what does a birthday book mean?
So birthday book is the book. So this, I'll go back to that real quick. So this is published. I was born in January 1970, and this book was published in January 1970. So this book is as old as me. So
approximately.
Yes. Yeah.
The question is was it published or was it was that the street date or was that the date on the book itself?
That was it's both. I think it is from January. You can see it on the.
I think most people just go like month and year for the birthday book. They try to.
With some of these books, depending on what era you're in, some of them is January 70, but there's some where they especially like today, and some of the older ones, you'll get a book that maybe it came out in a particular month, but the date that's on the book is 2 or 3 months in the future.
Yeah, no, I think that one matches. That was actually released. It was on the street in January of 1970, and it actually matches that as well. So,
awesome.
Yeah. Couple of Web of Spider-Man #1. Now this is these are, and I have 2 copies. These are books that I picked up off the the spinner rack at 7-Eleven. And I've had in my PC since 1985. So, and these were never clean pressed. They were just bagged and board and in a long box and moved around as I moved.
This is such a great cover.
And so we got a 9.0 and a 9.4.
Look at that! Look at that!
Oh God, Peter hit me!
Yeah!
Ow!
Yeah, great cover.
It's still a very underrated series, in my opinion, because, yes, okay, there was no real big character reveals or things like that, but still a nice, inexpensive way to collect a Spider-Man run.
And Charles Vest's cover.
Yeah,
I think oh man, I'm trying to remember. I'm afraid to say it and be wrong.
What you're gonna say? Scarlet Spider, or
no, it wasn't first Tombstone in Web of Spider-Man.
I think it was
actually.
Was it? I thought it was Spectacular.
I think Tombstone might have actually been Web. I think.
Now I'm curious.
I thought it was Spectacular. I know there was a story arc with him and.
Well, I know he features heavily in some of that stuff, but I mean, could have sworn.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's first Tombstone and first Scarlet Spider are in the Web of Spider-Man run.
Yeah, Scarlet Spider definitely. I remember the. Yeah, I can see. I can
because that
picture
was
the cover.
118. I
Yeah,
think it was.
Web of Spider-Man 36 is the
Yeah.
first appearance of Tombstone.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Very, very underrated character too.
And yeah, he's been recently, in the mix in the Amazing Spider-Man run. He started out the series, the new series.
Telling me, yes, I'm right. Good. All right.
All right, Rob's right. We can move on.
As long as we establish that, because if we established I was wrong, we'd have to move on even faster.
So Amazing Spider-Man annual king size special annual number 6. This is from 69, Sinister Sixth appearance. So this was a book I picked up, very, very cheap, and had it, sent into CGC. And solid. I like the cover.
Anytime you get the Sinister Six, it's just mind numbing that Spider-Man manages the win.
Yeah.
And also a decent grade for the age of the book and for a square bound book as well.
Yeah, so published in November 1969. So yeah.
Yeah, Trev says he's not seen that cover before.
Presents
king size special.
Presents pretty well.
Of course, I've never seen Doc Ock wearing purple. Really, I don't.
I just when I was looking at that, I'm like, I felt the same thing. Like
I think it must have been just because there's too much green already.
Yes.
I mean, it's like you put them in green standing next to. Then it's like, okay, then at that point you're just going like, Craven, where's your uniform?
Yeah, exactly. They're all the other guys are green. Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, too bad Stan's not around for us to ask him, why are all these guys wearing green? Do you find green an evil color?
Was the
goblin
ink,
green? Yeah,
the ink cheap for green ink?
Oh, hello, everybody. I think it was time.
Yeah!
Since it tied with Team Up, I figured I better get them both.
Exactly.
So
that is this is when Doc Ock tried out for a California raisin. Oh.
And the CGC, it does say ties with Marvel Team Up 1 for first appearance of Black Costume, Amazing Fantasy 15 cover homage. So
yeah, now that's a book that I couldn't believe it not long ago when Chris had said he didn't have a copy of it. We had to go out and rectify that for him. But this is a book that, if you're a Spider-Man fan and you don't have it, I mean, I don't know how you live with yourself.
Yeah, and now this is a book that I reacquired. Now I had a newsstand. I picked so I was collecting pretty much in the early 200s ASM run through into the 300s, maybe 350. And I had a 252 that I picked up myself, and a 300, 299, 301, and I sold them all. So I'm in the process of reacquiring. I don't own a 300. That's one of the next books that I want to pick up.
Fair enough. But of course, that is a cover homage.
Yes. Yeah, Amazing Fantasy. And this is a first appearance that is relatively inexpensive. So ASM 212.
First Hydro Man.
First Hydro Man. Yeah, origin and first appearance of Hydro Man.
Yeah, that's a great. I have that book myself actually in the same grade, but mine is like 5 times signed. It's my Stan Lee signed Spider-Man book, and then it's also signed by like Buscema and Romita Jr. I think, and
so John Romita Jr. and Al Milgrom cover, John Romita Jr. and Jim Mooney art, Danny O'Neill story.
Yeah, I don't remember who's on mine, but yeah, that's a great book.
Yeah. So glad to have that.
Another very underrated Spidey villain as well. which he has quite a lot of them.
Yeah, and he showed up recently, Hydro Man, in the Carnage series, in the beginning of the current Carnage series.
But I mean, he should team up with Sandman.
Yeah. So one of my all-time favorite ASM covers.
Oh, there. Okay. We need something special for this one. There we go.
So, Amazing Spider-Man number 39 from 66. Norman Osborn revealed as Green Goblin. First John Romita Spider-Man art in title. John Romita cover. So,
Yeah.
Mad Spidey, tell him why Ramita's the GOAT.
I'm just admiring. I love that cover. It's just one of my favorite covers.
We could sit here and hold this up for the next 5 minutes if your hands don't get tired, because it deserves. I mean, Romita. I'll say it. I've said it once. I said it again. I'll say it over and over and over again. As much, not to take anything away from any artist, Ditko, anybody else who's done any Spider-Man or influential Spider-Man art, I think that for the overwhelming majority of Spider-Man fans, when you think of a Spider-Man, if somebody says, think of a Spider-Man cover in your head and put it in there, I don't think it's unheard of, other than, okay, some people are going to think of the McFarlane, the 300 and stuff like that. But I mean, aside from that, I think if you think early Spider-Man books, you think Romita. I mean, granted, he did obviously in the argument, he did the majority of those early books because he got in there, like I said,
39. This is
39. And so from there all into like 120 or somewhere in the range, he did a span of something like nearly 80 covers for Spider-Man, and they're just so iconic.
Yeah.
In how he drew. They're so clean. It's just phenomenal cover art. Some great true classics. Yeah.
And remember, back then, they only published once a month, so it was only really 12 issues a year. So he had a span on that title for years.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not like they're publishing these days where they're pumping out 2 or 3 issues a month.
Right.
And obviously, another one that we all know and love as well is that sub 100, especially Spidey on nearly every single cover was always
in
tied
jeopardy,
up, battle damage, in trouble. It was screwed one way or another on every cover.
Yeah, he's not looking good for him on this one.
But yeah, love that cover.
And the last book I'm going to show you guys today is really my favorite pussy.
There we go. Look at that. Nice direct copy. Spider-Man, first Black Cat.
Yeah.
That's a book
really got traction in the last couple of years too, because it's always been a fairly, even over here, it's been a fairly inexpensive book. But only in the last couple of years, pretty much, since the COVID bubble thing, that it's really exploded.
Yeah, I think with that now, of course, we'll see how long it goes on. But right now, she's the main squeeze on the back again in Spider-Man's world. But
so first appearance of the Black Cat, Felicia Hardy. This is an Al Milgrom cover, Marv Wolfman story. Keith Pollard and Frank. I'm not going to pronounce Frank's last name. Art, interior art. But
Frank's art.
Al Milgrom cover. So
there is love of these.
But yeah. So
they just broke up in the last issue, Rob. Oh, good.
Yes. I wasn't sure if you read that, but yeah, they very quickly that relationship is now over.
Either I missed it or I haven't read that issue. One or the other yet. Actually, no, I haven't read that issue because it's the double thick issue. I haven't read it yet.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a surprise. It's never. I mean, it means now they can get back to maybe teasing us with Mary Jane now that Mary Jane doesn't have. I don't know. They just got copies of the sound. Oh, okay. And they have been stunned how beautiful they are. Well, thank you for sharing this. Why are you sorry that they're beautiful? That's what I'm curious about.
Oh, it's Austin LeMay cover. I mean,
That's
it's
right.
got to be good.
All right. Well, so that was it. Nothing more. You get done. You're a record time for me. You finished fast.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, unfortunately, my wife says the same thing.
Oh,
When is that? Boom.
That's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead there and let's go ahead and share this out here. If you want, hashtag OnlySlabs. We'll do our last giveaway, and then we will. Yeah, we'll let you go early today. How about that? For myself, I will be about at 2 or what is it? At 1 p.m. my time, so 4 p.m. Eastern. I'll be joining Triple G over on his channel for his show. If you want to go check that out, I guess we're up in the air. We don't know if there's a Remy's place tonight. Mad Spidey.
Don't know at the moment. Well, I'll be at my fair thing, so I'm not quite sure at the moment.
Yeah, so possibly not. But see, for everybody, want to remind you also check out fatstacksmerch.com. All proceeds from all sales support Comics Curing Cancer, whether it's Comic Curing Cancer gear or Fat Stacks gear or OnlySlabs gear. You can save 25% by using the code YTShopping25. YouTube will pay for that. Also, want to benefit Comics Curing Cancer and you need Comic Books Press, check out the RogueTraderUtah.com. Use code FATSTACKS at checkout to receive 20% off your pressing needs. That includes, and with that, $10 will go to Comics Curing Cancer. It includes discount off of already discounted bundles. So if you're curious about any of the channel discounts that are available to you, you can check out the community tab on the channel. There's a post there that says all current discounts and promotions going on, and it will list out all the various promos and promo codes I have going on with different channel partners, including Comic Pro bags and boards, the comic book pressing, the YouTube shopping discount, all that stuff going on. Thank you guys to everybody who put out money for the super chats. We appreciate you. Again, if you haven't yet do so, please hit the thumbs up button. Helps this show in the replay algorithm get more viewers. That's more ad revenue, and all that ad revenue, along with those super chats, everything, it all goes to benefit Comics Curing Cancer. Of course, Comic Curing Cancer is coming soon. The big event itself, our big push, is October 20th through the 22nd. You can see on the ticker below, you can follow at Comics Curing Cancer on Instagram. We've now set up, we got permission from the American Cancer Society to set up an event Instagram for that. So that's now going to be there. We'll be using that to help source information. So start thinking about saving some money for the big auction, or if you're going through your collection and you got something that you want to purge and you want to make a donation, reach out to me. And so we can get that and we can use it for either an auction item or our thank you wheel. And finally, remind everybody, 51 people, only got 32 people hitting that hashtag. We do ship internationally, so feel free to participate. Next week's guest, Dr. Von Hoot, will be with us. So
Hoot.
Make sure you want to tune in for that. For myself, Monday, I will have a new video dropping, more big keys. That's what we do. And then Thursday, I think it's looking like it's going to be a CGC unboxing. I haven't done one of those in a while. I got about 20-something slabs here that need to be unboxed. So we'll do something like that. All right. I think we've given everybody a long enough time here to get this hashtag OnlySlabs in. Everyone that wants to participate. Everybody else must say, I don't want free books. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Round and round and round she goes.
Oh,
fish nose.
Fish nose. Oh no!
Wow. Can we draw again?
Nah, Ray draw. He doesn't deserve it.
I hope that he gets nothing but Pokemon cards. Right. All right. Congratulations there, Tyler. Mr. Shatterglass comic reviews. Okay, so this one, let's see, Brian put the last one, so this one's back to you here, Spidey. Let me flip this over. One. There we go. All right.
And that, if you got a box just full of crap that you don't want, and then we can pick from that box instead, or
Well, all right. What are we gonna do from?
We will go 3 from the front.
1, 2, and 3. I'm the king of randomness. Interesting.
You've never won, Tyler. Okay. We'll go 5 from the back.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Bit of back to front action here. Nope.
That's a redraw. It's a extra pull.
Okay. So we'll go some back to front action. And stop. Go either side of the fingers there.
Mortal Be Shack says I can shit in a poly and ship it media mail.
I'll keep that in mind, Biggie. Back to front action again. And stop. Go either side of your finger there. How many we got left now?
It's 2, 4, 6, and we had 1 extra pull, so it looks like we just got 1 book.
Just go right smack in the middle and pull out a random book. There we go. Something a slight bit different.
All right. Let me put this down here.
Back rub.
All right. Let's see what the man gets. Now, of course, Tyler, you'll be happy to know that many of these books come with 2 free Pokemon cards, courtesy of Tyler and Shatterglass comic reviews.
Coming back full circle.
Congratulations on those. First book up, Gunslinger Spawn #1.
Ooh, nice.
You know what? Hold on a second. Let me turn off. I turned on these extra lights. There we go. We'll get some better. So there you go. I don't know who did this cover, but your book that had your extra pull, Barbaric #1, free comic book day book. Let's see. You get Detective Comics #479.
Some old school Batman goodness.
Look at that. You got a Sneasel.
Yes, Pokeball.
Green Lantern New Guardians from the New 52.
That's cool.
On a Bronzor. The Edge of the Spider-Verse facsimile. So this is your facsimile for the first appearance of Gwen Stacy, right?
Still very, very cool.
It's not really a facsimile because it's a completely different cover. So I don't know why they were calling it that, but you know.
Excuse me.
Gesundheit. Ooh, you got the very fancy lure module. Congratulations. You got yourself some House of X. This is first team appearance of Orcus and first appearance of Krakoa Residence.
It looks like a Perillo cover too. It's very nice
cover, yeah.
Yes, it is a Perillo cover. With some very interesting fabric. Not sure what that costume looks like when she's not wearing it, but
that's one of those like paint-on ones.
And then last but not least, ooh, this one's got a Slowbro in it. Ladies and gentlemen, how about some Spider-Man or Superman? Spider-Man. So you are. Congratulations there, Tyler. We'll get those on out to you. Everybody, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you to all the channel members. Thank you to those of you guys who gifted memberships, and congratulations to those who were able to pick up those gifted memberships. Greatly appreciate you all. Brian, thank you for coming on the show and
thanks for having me.
Being here with us. I know that it's going into your collection and pulling books out when you're trying to pack things up so you can move is not necessarily ideal. But we appreciate you for that.
Is someone going to come over and help me put this stuff away?
Yeah, hold your breath.
Okay.
Tyler, would you get on that, please? Thanks.
Mm.
And then, of course, Mad Spidey, thank you so much for answering the call to come and join us here this morning. I know it's super early in the morning for you. Go ahead and tell for those East Coast people who think it's 4:00 in the afternoon almost. Tell them how early it really is.
It's 5:30 in the morning at the moment.
Yeah, so there you are. So there's the man who's a trooper, just getting up early. I know what that's like myself, getting up at 4 something in the morning to do co-host a show. So much appreciated that. Guys,
just for that, Spidey wins Best Statue Review in the 2023 comic book community.
Oh, there we go.
That's all it takes. There you go. Again, join us next week for Only Slabs with Dr. Von Hoot. Guys, until next time, make sure you collect what you want. Don't listen to anybody, including me. I mean, I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.